Welcome to today's video, Seneca versus Nietzsche. Who shapes your 2025? Life in 2025 feels fast, doesn't it? Information bombards us constantly. Notifications ping, news feeds scroll endlessly. We chase the next thing, the new trend, the latest update. Yet amidst this whirlwind of activity, many of us feel a quiet hum of unease, a sense that something is missing. We have more connection than ever before through our screens and devices, but do we feel more connected to ourselves, to what truly matters? This constant barrage can leave us feeling adrift, lost in a complex maze without a clear sense of direction or purpose. This is where philosophy, ancient wisdom can step in, offering timeless guidance for contemporary struggles. Think of philosophy not as some dusty academic subject. Think of it as a practical toolkit, a set of principles to help you navigate the chaos, a compass to guide you when you feel lost. It offers ways to understand the world and your place within it. To help us find our way, let's turn to two towering figures of philosophy. Their lives were separated by centuries, their ideas seemingly worlds apart. Yet both offer profound insights into the human condition. First, there is Seneca, a Roman statesman, a playwright, one of the wealthiest men in Rome. He was an advisor to the infamous Emperor Nero. His philosophy was Stoicism. It's about inner peace, resilience, and living in accordance with nature and reason. Then there is Friedrich Nietzsche, a German philosopher from the 19th century, a provocateur, a poet, a cultural critic. He challenged everything, religion, morality, the very foundations of Western thought. His philosophy urges us to create our own values, to embrace life in all its chaotic beauty and suffering. At first glance, these two thinkers seem like polar opposites. Seneca, the Stoic, advocating for calm acceptance, for mastering desire, for finding tranquility within. Nietzsche, on the other hand, seems to preach a more fiery, passionate engagement with life. Why should we, in 2025, care about a Roman Stoic or a 19th century German firebrand? Because the problems they wrestled with are in many ways our problems too. The human condition hasn't changed all that much. We still seek happiness, we still fear death. We still struggle with disappointment, with loss, with the feeling that life can sometimes be meaningless. The modern existential crisis is characterized by a sense of drift, anxiety, and a search for authentic purpose in a world saturated with superficial distractions and overwhelming choices. Consider the anxieties of our age. Climate change casts a long shadow. Political polarization divides communities. The digital world, while connecting us, also breeds comparison, loneliness, and a fear of missing out. Many feel the pressure to present a perfect life online, while privately grappling with insecurity and doubt. We are bombarded with information, yet starved of wisdom. Let's delve deeper into Seneca's Stoicism. At its heart is the idea that virtue is the only true good. Not wealth, not health, not reputation. These things are indifferents. They are preferred, certainly, but they are not essential for a good life, for a state of flourishing or living well. What matters is how we respond to these things. Do we act with courage, justice, wisdom, and temperance? These are the four cardinal virtues of Stoicism. This focus on inner character, rather than external circumstances, is incredibly empowering. It means our happiness isn't dependent on things that can be taken away from us. A key Stoic practice is focusing on the dichotomy of control. Some things are up to us, others are not. Our thoughts, our judgments, our choices, our actions, these are up to us. External events, other people's opinions, our health, to a large extent, our possessions, these are not entirely up to us. Wasting energy trying to control what we cannot control is a recipe for frustration and unhappiness. Instead, the Stoic directs all their effort towards what they can influence, their own inner world and their responses to the outer world. The existential sparked Nietzsche's call to create meaning. Now let's turn to Nietzsche's challenging and invigorating philosophy. If Stoicism offers a shield, Nietzsche offers a hammer to break old tablets of values and forge new ones. His starting point is often seen as the death of God. This isn't just about religious belief, it's about the collapse of any external, transcendent source of meaning and morality. In a world without God or any absolute authority, we are, in a sense, adrift. There's no pre-written script for our lives, no universal moral code handed down from on high. This realization can lead to nihilism, the belief that life is meaningless. But Nietzsche didn't stop at nihilism. He saw it as a transitional stage. The absence of imposed meaning creates a vacuum, and into that vacuum we can step. We have the freedom and indeed the responsibility to create our own values, to define our own purpose. This is the essence of his will to power. It's not about dominating others, as it's sometimes misunderstood. It's about self-mastery, self-overcoming, the drive to grow, to strive, to express our creative energies and become the fullest version of ourselves. It's an affirmation of life's inherent drive towards growth and expression. Navigating the now Stoicism in your daily grind. So, how can Seneca's Stoicism help you practically in your day-to-day life in 2025? Imagine you receive some harsh criticism at work or perhaps a negative comment online. The natural reaction might be anger, defensiveness, or sadness. A Stoic approach would encourage you to pause. First, ask, is this criticism within my control? The comment itself is not, the person's opinion is not, but your response is. You can choose to examine the criticism for any truth it might contain, learn from it if possible, and then discard the rest without letting it disturb your inner peace. This is emotional regulation in action. Consider the relentless pressure to achieve, to acquire more, to keep up with the Joneses or perhaps the online influencers. This can lead to constant dissatisfaction. Stoicism offers a different perspective. Seneca himself was wealthy, but he argued that true wealth lies not in having many possessions, but in having few wants. By practicing gratitude for what you already have, by focusing on intrinsic goods like wisdom and character rather than external markers of success, you can find contentment regardless of your material circumstances. This doesn't mean abandoning ambition, but rather grounding it in virtue and purpose. What about dealing with setbacks? Perhaps you face a job loss, a relationship ending, or a health scare. These are significant challenges. Embracing the Nietzschean ideas for modern challenges. And what about Nietzsche? How can his seemingly radical ideas help us navigate the complexities of 2025? Consider the feeling of being overwhelmed by choices or feeling that your life lacks a grand purpose. Nietzsche's philosophy encourages you to see this not as a crisis, but as an opportunity. If there's no preordained meaning, you are free to create your own. This could mean pursuing a passion project, starting a creative endeavor, or dedicating yourself to a cause you believe in. It's about actively shaping your life rather than passively waiting for meaning to find you. This is the essence of becoming the artist of your own existence. Many people today struggle with conformity, with the pressure to fit in, to follow the crowd. Social media often amplifies this. The crossroads of choice. Which path resonates with you? We've explored two powerful yet distinct philosophical paths. Seneca, the Stoic, offers a haven of inner calm, a way to build resilience against the storms of life by focusing on virtue and accepting what we cannot control. His is a philosophy of disciplined reason, emotional fortitude, and finding peace within. It speaks to those who seek tranquility, stability, and a way to navigate a chaotic world with grace and composure. It is a path of acceptance, of mastering oneself to achieve a serene and virtuous existence, unmoved by external fortunes or misfortunes. Nietzsche, the existential provocateur, calls us to a different kind of engagement with life. He urges us to create our own meaning in a world devoid of inherent purpose, to embrace our will to power, to overcome ourselves, and to affirm life in all its beauty and terror. His philosophy is one of passion, creativity, and courageous self-definition. It resonates with those who feel constrained by convention, who seek to forge their own values, and who are willing to embrace the struggle and uncertainty of life as part of its profound adventure. It is a path of active creation and joyful affirmation. So as you look towards 2025, which voice speaks more directly to you? Do you yearn for the Stoics' inner citadel, a place of unshakable peace amidst the turmoil? Or do you feel the pull of Nietzsche's call to dance on the precipice, to create your own meaning with defiant joy? Perhaps you find elements of truth and value in both. There is no single right answer, no one-size-fits-all philosophy. The goal is not to become a perfect Stoic or a pure Nietzschean, but to draw wisdom from these thinkers that can help you live a more conscious, meaningful, and fulfilling life. Reflect on your own experiences, your own temperament, your own aspirations. What are the biggest challenges you face in your daily life? What kind of person do you want to become? Are you seeking primarily to reduce suffering and find contentment, or are you driven to express your unique potential and make your mark on the world, even if it involves risk and discomfort? Understanding your own inclinations and needs is the first step towards choosing the philosophical tools that will serve you best. Forging Your Future, a philosophical toolkit for 2025 and beyond. Ultimately, the choice of which philosophy, or which blend of philosophies, shapes your 2025 is deeply personal. Seneca and Nietzsche offer powerful, albeit different, lenses through which to view the world and our place within it. They provide not rigid doctrines, but flexible tools. Stoicism can teach you how to endure hardship with grace, how to manage your emotions, and how to find contentment in simplicity. It can help you build resilience, focus on what truly matters, and live a life of virtue and purpose, finding a steady calm in the midst of life's inevitable storms. Nietzschean thought, on the other hand, can inspire you to break free from limiting beliefs, to embrace your creativity, and to take responsibility for forging your own path. It can empower you to find meaning in your struggles, to affirm life in its totality, and to strive for self-overcoming. It encourages a bold, artistic approach to living, where you are the sculptor of your own existence, crafting value and purpose from the raw material of your experiences. This is a call to live with passion, courage, and a profound sense of individual agency. Perhaps the most powerful approach is not an either-or, but a synthesis. You might find Stoic principles invaluable for navigating daily frustrations and building emotional resilience, while drawing on Nietzschean ideas to fuel your creative passions and dare to pursue unconventional goals. You could use Stoic acceptance for things truly beyond your control, like global events, while applying Nietzschean will to power to your personal projects and self-development. The key is to engage with these ideas actively, to experiment with them, and to see what works for you in the context of your own unique life. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button and subscribe for more content. And thanks for watching.